Hello and welcome back. I'm Bebo Joe and this is Warcast and Resources, Soviet Republic Season X. I think that Island City is almost ready. We have a couple utilities to clean up, which is not necessarily easy and has to get done. Plus, once that is done, we can fill in the rest of the cities to actually, well, complete the picture. Winter is coming, research program finished. I think, yeah, this one is just a little bit population growth because why not? I do know that I'm going through a couple population fluctuations. Yeah, so that's a good way to describe it. Population fluctuations every once in a while, but I'm not terribly worried about it. It just happens. Okay, it's just part of the picture, and eventually we will get to a point where that shouldn't happen anymore. And I will diagnose why that's happening. I'm pretty sure in the original City 1, there's a problem there with just delivery of some things every once in a while, and it's annoying, but it's not the end of the world, so I never felt the need or the desire to actually fix that. So here we are. Which should be, well, it is what it is. Speaking of utilities, you, little sir, would like a little bit of extra power, and I will grant you that wish. Could we just plop a... there we go. Could we just plop a windmill here? Yeah. I think we've used enough of those and we have more than enough power available, so we may as well do the right thing. But I don't just want to waste that output of the nuclear power plant. I know that's silly because we have... There's more than enough output for whatever we wanted to use. But I'm just going to get this connected in a reasonable manner. You go there. You go here. You go jump across the wire, the fence. Yes, the fence. And just connect to the middle. And that's the thing that we're going to do here. Deal with it, it'll be fine. Helicopters, could you take care of all of this, please? That'd be super. Thank you very much. Cool. They got something to do. Next thing on the list. Yes, we have to build all of this. And I don't know if I did that math last time or not, but these buildings, these Type 75 prefabs, do not take up a ton of... was it this one? Maybe 126, 126. It may be this one. Yeah, it looks right in the picture. Only has a hot water tank of 8 cubic meters. That is great. Because that translates to 10 of these require 80 cubic meters of water, which is a small heat exchanger. Not a big one, just a small one. 100 cubic meter of water can handle 12 of those buildings. Yes. How many of those buildings did we place? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, well, 15 times 8 is a little more than that. So let's just round this up to 20 so I can do the math in my head a little better. So 160 cubic meters of hot water, which just translates to, we can't really use a small heat exchanger. We would have to use 2 small heat exchangers. It's 200 cubic meters of water that we would want to use there, which is not the end of the world. Should we just use a small one or should we use a big one? That's an excellent question since I don't have a full answer for, but I do think that each, city part will deserves their own little heat exchanger, and it looks like we do have the ones with footpaths, which I actually do prefer because they don't mess with anything else. So 100 cubic meters on this side, done. 100 cubic meters on this side, done. And now the city should have enough water. Heat, but this one was actually turned the wrong way. I would like it to all turn the same way so we can have the connections facing the same way. That would be great. There we go. Yeah, I guess I'm not going to put a footpath connection to anything in this area. That's number 1. Number 2 is we actually have to feed those, and for that I will use a large heat pumping station like this one. Yeah, we're going to plop it right across from this thing. That should be fine. Then we're going to use the small underground heat pipe. One will run right into here. You are not supposed to run into any real obstacle here, so why are you doing something funny? There you go, 200. I'm doing the control movement, and it's really quite annoying, but okay, whatever. Hey, snow. 228 meters. That's fine. We got one connected here, we get one connected here, and if for whatever reason we will run in... if for whatever reason we're running out of heat for any of these situations, we can always add a third one, because here's the plan. I'm going to connect everything with one large heating pipe to the heat exchanger, and that will just split out to the, well, hot water... desires? No, the hot water that we have available. Yeah, sure. Put one here. Too long. I don't need it too long. I just need it here, and that should be fine. Cool. So the middle part has heat now, and we can do the same thing with the other ones. And if we do 3 connection, that's fine. It should only really use up to 600 cubic meters of water. We have 1,000 cubic meters of water in the large heating plant, which is great. And as long as I don't overload any of those, I think we will be just fine. I haven't worked with the small heating pipes for a long time, but I think this should all kind of work out the way that we're seeing it working out. So leave that alone. That should be okay for right now. Let's get water out of the way in the middle of winter. Cool. Is there anything else I need to do? Someone pointed out I need tankers. I need fuel tankers to run the island, and that's another blueprint that we have to put into the vehicle production line whenever we can get there, and that is absolutely correct. I just have to get there, which is not right now. This pipe is underground, but someone, but Serious Check told me that the game is supposed to understand to bury those pipes once you get out of blueprint mode, so I hope that's all true. Cool. Water. Yeah, let's do the water really quick. Water is simple. You don't have to do anything complicated for water, and this is mostly for city delivery or for city behavior, so hopefully this will all kind of just work out. If we're lucky, we could put a big water tower out here. How much pollution do I expect on this side? Honestly, not a lot. We could also get some water out of the river, but the water out of the river is always dirtier than the water that we can get from other sources. What do we have here? Small water well, if we plop it right here, is 94%. And the surface water intake, if we plop it over here, is 77%. He's just going to waste a lot of chemicals. Absolutely no reason to do that, so we're just going to stay with the small water well. I don't hate the idea of plopping one here on this little island for an intake and one here next to, let's call it existing infrastructure for the other intake. Obviously connect this to something. There's always a road that we need to connect something to, and that should be fine as long as this can be covered by one simple power substation, or by substations that will already cover the there we go, the construction zone. We should be okay. Do we need power there? Yes, I would like power there. Let's see, can I plop you here? No, that's not big enough. I need to get you closer to that thing. There's a tower right out there. Here's what we're gonna do. The first substation is going to exist right here. That will cover that substation. The second one is going to exist out here. We need 3. We need 3 substations here. Okay, I don't think that we need 3 large wires, but that is fine. Can we actually? No, we can't. That one's actually a little far away for everything that we want to do. But we will be okay. This is not going to be a deal breaker. You just connect to this thing. That looks fine. Get one of these medium voltage switches in here, and again, I don't think we're going to have that much power demand in this small area that this is going to be a problem, so I think we'll be fine. Give me a 1.6, 1.5 megawatts going out here, please. there, and there. Very good. Get me the same one here, and then get me the same one going through this. I don't like that. Can you just kind of connect this? Yes, you can just kind of connect this. You go through there. There's a double connection right there. Ugly. Okay, try the other way. Still ugly. Okay. Kind of disconnect that and try this way where you just go diagonal. That one works. Cool. Get this one all the way out here and straight down. Cool. That one has all the connections that it needs, and we will need... Gosh, this makes it harder in the winter, right? Yes, it does. We still need power from here. We need power for the city and a couple other places. So at some point, I hopefully remember to get all the connections in that I would need. Is that going to be right now, or is that going to be later? You just really have to put a power substation connector somewhere, which this is not the worst place to do that. You can just run all the utilities in. I would much rather run the utilities in next to the bridges that we already have, which is probably on this side, or underground wires, if I really feel like it. Okay, so I think the utilities just have to go over here. That's all that means. Power transformer. Yes. Give me at least one here. Should you just put on the other side so you have those connectors a little better? No, this is fine. There's a power substation. Then give me a high voltage switch right here. Should be fine. And then they can figure out where we're going to get all of the other power to. 14 megawatts should be more than sufficient to get this one moving. Give me one maxed out medium voltage line that goes straight through everything that we've built so far. You can't connect to all of the things that you want. I see that. Pop you there. And pop you here, and then run all the way to the end of these guys. That'll do. Okay, wonderful. You did a thing. I am proud of you. I don't care that they're not perfectly straight aligned or anything like that. Cool. So we have power for these guys now. Great. Once we have those water wells, we do need water pumping stations, sadly. It is the way that the game makes you do this, so just don't fight it. We're going to put one here, and then we're going to put one here. Both of them just have to be in range of power, which they are now. And then we will have at least 2 full, enough water coming through there. Gotta check something. This one can move 70 cubic meters of water. So can this one. There's absolutely no reason to use 2 of these large ones. We can just use 1 because these guys cannot produce enough water to overload a large water pipe. The water pipe can handle 120, so they overloaded a little bit, but this will get us 120 cubic meters of water for this whole area, which should be sufficient. And if it's not sufficient, we can just add more of these connections wherever we feel like it. And then we get this one just in the middle because I'm not 100% sure where exactly this is going to end up. Cool. There you go. That's connected. Quick footpath connection over here. That's also connected. And then we are done with water. Cool. Sewage is next. And sewage is going to be a little more problematic. We have a sewage out here. That's not going to be our main one, but that is fine. We will have some sewage out here that needs to be delivered somewhere. And the city is an island. I don't know if you realize that. But what I didn't realize when I placed all of this is that this city is an island that will have all the pollution in the water around it, which is not great. Now, this one is actually in a pretty good position, as in, I don't expect a ton of pollution to happen in this area, and the pollution that will happen will probably just pollute this general area, but won't touch the city, hopefully. As long as we don't allow industrial waste to go through there. So there's some industry waste over here. I was planning on putting another city there, so this is another sewage outlet that we could rely on. It's just a little annoying. This one out here, and this one right here, the one that I want to build here, if all of them spew out their sewage into this thing, we may be okay. We may be okay. I could put some small sewage lakes in the ground, just digging a hole effectively to make this work, but I'm not sure that that is absolutely necessary. What do we have here really going on? It's just super small industries. We don't have a lot of sewage spewing through there. No, I think we will be just fine. I think we'll be just fine with 3 sewage lines running through here if we do a little bit of math. Let's look at the prefabs again. Max daily water consumption, 5.67 cubic meters a day. Okay. We said that per city, we have approximately 20 of these buildings. 20 times that, that's 100 cubic meters a day. They're not going to use all of that, but there's a potential that they do. 100 cubic meters of water also produce a lot of sewage. So what I just said is simply not true, which means they actually could overload the system relatively fast. Just this small city runs or would fill up one large sewage pipe, 169. Well, it will fill up one large water pipe demand very fast, which also means we don't have enough water coming in. Currently, we have 120 cubic meters coming in. That's enough for one city. We need 3 cities. So how do we expand this? F3 to expand. We have 4 inputs, so we can totally do this. But we do need a little bit more than that. And also we haven't actually connected anything else to this stuff yet. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's get a small water well near the water here. Another small water well near the water here. F3 so we can actually see something. This is city number 2 done. Probably city number 3 can be out here. Also with a small water well. Run a pretty little road connection right here. Is this gonna break? What this thing has to do? Yeah, probably don't care anymore. That goes in there, that goes in here, that goes in here, and we just have to connect all of them with the large pipes, with the large pumps, rather. Is that gonna be enough, or do we need another one? We probably need, this is 1, 2, 3. That is at least 3 cities. We do have 1 extra water connection in there. But I really feel like this is more than enough for 8,000 people. Right? Let me go check something. Or do we have a city that's similar sized? Yeah, this one should be somewhat similar sized. I don't think I ever plopped down a... Is it similar sized? No. I don't think I ever plopped down anything that would indicate it's the same, but this is processing about 60 cubic meters of water. So I feel pretty confident that what I just built will be able to cover the cities that I wanna create here. So let's build that quick. Get me a couple more big pumping stations. 1 obviously here. T to flip you around. RR to rotate you. There's the first one. Here's the second one, and they will all just get connected. Nice and easy. Okay, let's do that. You go in there. You go in there. You, if you can, go in here. You don't want to. Okay, I'll fix that. You go down there. You run behind this pipe over here. You actually have to be connected. There you go. Now it's connected. And then you go in there. Wonderful. Good job. Well done. You pop in there, you pop in here, and then you get the last available spot right here, which means if you want to, you can just snap to that, and then you can snap over here. Cool. That should give me enough water to produce stuff here. Great. Give me another power substation. Can you cover all of this? Yes. Yes, you can. Okay, well, if you can cover all of this, then there's not much else for me to do. If I could have you point to the other side, that makes my life a little easier to get these all connected. Surprised by how wide this electric substation can actually reach. But this is fine. You can plop right there. Get me the 1.5 megawatt connector. And we could just jump jump across the river here because there is still power available out there. You shouldn't overload that one single medium megawatt connection that we have here. You should actually go back to the substation and get some new power in. Yes, you're right. Okay, I will get that later. We're not ready for that quite yet. Good. Let's do the rest of the water, and then we can figure out where the sewage all has to go. We have 3 cities, which to me means probably 3 water towers that need to be fed and connected somewhere. The first one can be right here. This does need a pump. Then another one probably out here is not a terrible place for it. You also need a pump. And the last one potentially out on this side of the lake. We're just going to see how they all need to work together, and that's all fine. Water pumping station wise, we need 3 to get all of these to the right places. So here's the first one. The next one could go on this side or on the other side. I can choose that. I probably just pop it right there. And the last one has to connect to the last tower right here. Get me large pipes. Yeah, this will take a little while to actually build, but I'm not terribly worried about time right now. Later on, I will be a little more worried. You connect there, and then you connect right here. Building's in the way. I don't think so. There you go. And water pipes are surprisingly fast and cheap to build. So that makes me a little more confident with what we're doing here will actually just work just fine. Okay. Those are all done, built. The next thing that we need is the water substation to actually connect to the whole city, which, as you can see, if we plop it here, it won't cover everything, which is fine. It won't be overloaded. It will just be requiring a little extra finagling, which is not the end of the world. Is there a building out there that needs any extra water? No. So you will cover everything on this side of the city. That's great. You should cover everything on this side of the city, and it looks like you will probably require a little bit of footpath connection. But that is fine. I think those buildings down there are already covered. That's good. So yeah, you can go right in here. The football stadium, soccer stadium, does not require any water, in case you were wondering. Cool. Got that figured out. This one looks like it actually is done. That's nice. Can you get this piece of road done? Because it's been sitting there for a very, very long time. It's very annoying. Get you covered. Get you covered. These are all done. You are working through this. That's lovely. But there's more road to be built here. There's also more road to be built there. Oh, so much to be built. So much. It's lovely. I would like the construction zone actually done first, but we need rail to be done. We really need everything to be done to be able to complete that. At least this is all associated with the rail construction office already, so that should be done eventually, probably. Cool. The water that we need for the industry up here, we can just take from this tower that we're going to build there, because there's not that much water that's actually going to go in there. So that should be okay. Trying to figure out what I'm missing, but we're pretty confident now that we are getting everything that we need. This right here is probably not a bad place for sewage to go. Okay, well, at least some sewage can go out this way. We just have to figure out where the rest of the sewage can go. But to start out, this is probably fine. F2 to get a little bit of a feel for what the lay of the land is here, and the lay of the land wasn't that bad. Let's get you connected to a road there, get you built, and then get some sewage in here. For sewage, try to not overload your sewage pipes. What does that mean? That means if you have 2 water substations coming in, you probably need 2 sewage stations coming out. They have different volumes associated with them, but those volumes are supposed to be more representative of the addition that you get for, well, mixing water and waste. So keep that in mind when you build these. But first, I probably need My tool for measurement. 17 meters here and 0 meters there. Very good. The city itself is at about 20, 17, 16, 15. Where's the other water substation there? 15. So I need to build my switch at 12 meters. That's honestly not a bad place right here. And I just want to build it there so we have the correct slopes or somewhat appropriate slopes to collect the sewage from where we're starting from. 11 meters right here is good, and it should give me access to at least build a quick and easy footpath connection in here. That doesn't look completely hideous. Done. Give me a sewage tank. These, as long as they're over 12 meters now, they should cause no real issues. So there's one, and there is the other one right here. I'm building them so close to the water substations, which gives me relative confidence that they are at a good enough height for this to all actually work. Then you, wow, you can go in here, you just go in there, you go all the way down here, and we're just going to plop you in the middle because I'm not 100% sure what else I'm going to do with you. There's the first one. Cool. This city is done. The next city that will be out here, probably I will try to also run all the way down here. It will be a little more challenging, but it should work because these sewage lines do allow you to make this run. We'll see if that's going to be a problem or not, but if the front is higher than the end of the line, the sewage line is supposed to work. Okay. What else do you need? We have sewage. We kind of have waste. It's just not connected anywhere yet, but we do have waste started. We haven't finished it yet. Okay, we have a lot of waste coming through, or some waste will come through here. That is okay. That has to be collected. I would like to avoid having my distribution office truck driving through here. So the best place for all waste collection is probably more centralized where, well, you're going to have a lot of waste coming in from the mines. We talked about that now 5 or 6 times, and that is still true. The technical service trucks have to drive somewhere anyway, so we could have one collection station right here, which is probably a good place to be. Let's find a transfer station. There we go. This is just going to be purely for picking up waste, dropping out waste. Large containers mostly, and then we have a distribution office. Where's that? It's not built yet. Okay, medium distribution office because the small ones are for schmucks. I'm going to plop you near here. F2, are you... No, you're not increasing the height on the correct place. That is unfortunate. Let's do this one with our excavators that we have available. There you go. Yep. The map is not flat. I don't like playing on flat maps. The roads look a little nicer. The rails look a little nicer. Everything is a little easier to plop down and lines up a little better, but I don't like to play on flat maps. Something is missing. So, going back to the philosophical question of, is terraforming part of gameplay? Apparently it is. Because without it, I feel like I'm missing something. So... here we are. There's the distribution office. Thank you very much. Is this the distribution office, right? Yes, it is a distribution office. So there's some waste that can be delivered here for this city. I think a city out here could also have waste delivered all the way down here, or we could have another city collection zone out there with another distribution office. That's not the end of the world. Yeah, I would just like to avoid having distribution office trucks drive through here, but maybe we don't have that many distribution office trucks having to drive through there in the first place, so... I'm not sure that that's a real life issue. Maybe it is. Probably isn't, though. Road-wise, how we're doing here. We are construction office 5. You are doing something over here. I think the only way to really speed this up right now is with helicopters, if you really wanted them to. And if you are going to do some helicopter work, bring them down here. Simply because that's what they're good at. So let's get... I got a couple things in here. Hopefully helicopters can get a couple things done relatively quickly. I do think they probably have powered up this guy. Yes, it is powered up. Get the... is the fuel station still out here? Can we delete you yet? No, you're still half full, so you're still doing what you're trying to do. That's nice. Other fuel distribution office, I would like you to bring some fuel out to this station. That would be great. And yeah, that's the first city. Trying to think. We don't have power yet. Okay, first city is not done. The next cities will all go a little faster. So don't be terrified by that. But all good things take time. All the time. Plop you here. There's the footpath that I wanted. Okay. You are connected to all the buildings that we have here. Great. And you will be connected to all the buildings that we have on this side. If I put you effectively next to our utility, other utility units. Cool. Power is here. We still have to figure out how we're going to get all the power there. We can get started on actually building a couple footpaths here because they don't interrupt construction anymore, road construction anymore, which is super. So you can go there. Did I just interrupt this? I thought they weren't supposed to interrupt you anymore. I don't even know. I don't even know. That's a little annoying. I'm pretty sure at some point it wasn't interrupting anything, but apparently it is. But we can start building a couple of the buildings in the city now, which is super exciting. So that alone is worth it. More footpath. Okay, there's a footpath right here. Good. Let's get a footpath right there. Building in the way. I don't. What? No building in the way. That's what I thought. You can go there. You can go there. Nice. And then I would like one footpath kind of just going through here for the back of, you know, the whole city. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Connect you to this guy. That's fine. And then we're just going to have a couple that go straight across. I don't want to overdo it right away. We can't connect there. Okay, that's unfortunate. Don't want to overdo it right away because these are built a lot faster if I just let it happen really quick. But it is the way it is. Yep, you go there. Good. You go there. Good. You go there. Good. There's no footpath to the football stadium yet. Okay. You can go there and then, yeah, we will connect you to something. Cool. Awesome sauce. I would still like all of this to get built right now. So helicopters, do your worst. Just get it done. just get everything you see out here done besides the water supply thingamabob. Everything else probably doesn't matter right now. Cool. So that can go through there. Power. Let's get some power considerations here. Well, we do have that large substation right there, which should definitely help. But I would like to split power a couple more times, most likely. One of them definitely here. And one of them potentially out here. So that's where I'm going to place my my power separators, or high voltage switches. Then we're going to get the biggest power line that we have available. Run you right down to the river. Run you across the river. Almost. Didn't like where it wasn't placing the pylons, so that was a little weird. You go there, you go there. Oh, there's a... I forgot about the fuel station that we have right there. There's the first one. Second one will just run right through here. All the way to there. Very good. And then one more going out here to that friend. Cool. Power should technically be sorted with this, and there's no good reason to overload this network that I just started. So I don't feel terrible about the potential that this actually has. No, this is all fine. This is all good. Get started on that. Cool. Someone can build this road. That's okay. Should I start building the other cities right now? Well, didn't you say at some point you would like to use a I'm looking and seeing if I can wiggle out of what I said before. Wanted to use a cableway to get people to work at here. Yes, I did say that. And there's a plot right here that we can probably use for that, because you are in walking range of everything, and most of the buildings are actually on this side. So I feel pretty good about that. I don't know that we need the large cableway station for this. 500 workers versus 250 workers. Small cableway station should be more than sufficient for, well, the size that we need to conjure up here. If I can make it work from here, I will. I'm not 100% that I do. Now, for what you need to place is just place the heavy cableway poles, because they are what steers what you can and cannot put on there, which is you want to use the large cableways or cableway gondolas. This is the way to do it. I think if I plop you there and plop you here, as long as you actually are letting me connect it, which it looks like it lets me, then we are already winning. I have to come this way just a little bit. Can we go underneath the power lines? Yes, we can. And then we are kind of connected in here. And I would like them to end up here. That is the final destination in this case. So give me a small cableway station, kind of connected this way. Okay. And I see a connection. Cool. That is all I need. There is a connection. I'm not convinced that that connection is actually going through. Actually, I don't think that connection is coming through, which is fine. I just have to make this actually work. Otherwise, we have problems. EE to go all the way up. And as you can see, yeah, that's from that side, it's not actually working, but from this side, it looks like it did the connection it needed to make. And now we can check what cableway connections are still there, which this one's the only one. Cool. How far can you jump across the river? Not that far. We would need a little island here to make this work. That is quite okay. I just have to define what that island actually has to look like, which means we can probably use this location for future development, which is not the end of the world. There you go. Get that road connection in there. You are here. How's that? Yeah, it's just going to go that way. Okay, excavators. Would you do me the honors and put a little island into the ground here? How are you going to cover that? Cableway poles don't catch on fire, right? I'm pretty sure they do. That was a trick question. But yeah, lift you up like so. You are not quite far enough, and I don't get green poles from either side yet, so I have to at least replace this one. There you go. Get you... Keep pressing the wrong button here. Get you there. Okay, not green. Now they're both green. Okay. I will rotate you, because I don't see the road actually giving me a real connection there. And then you probably, yeah, let's make the road go this way. Now everything is nice and green. That's what we wanted, and we can actually see stuff again. Isn't that cool? Too steep of an incline? I don't think so. F2? There you go. No problem. This one, yes, you do need a little bit of help. I wonder if I can put a quick extra bridge in here just to get you to the mainland. What would be the mainland that you want to go to? That's an excellent question. I think we can probably connect you if we really have to. But where would you put you? If I do that, you should probably go on the other side. So let's try that. Turn you around. EEE to go all the way up there. Everything is nice and green. That's what I want to see. And now road connection, yes. Bridge connection, very basic. I don't need anything fancy here. Honestly, the curvy bridge is fine. Even a wooden bridge would be fine in this situation. Can you just F4, snap off. Road connection, just regular road right there, goes in there. And now we do have a real road connection for that, for the cableway pole. Beautiful. Are these poles all placed in the perfect location? Absolutely not. Don't be silly. That's not what we're trying to do here. We're trying to just get them all connected to something. Now they are. That one already has a road. That one already has a road. This one already has a road. They are all ready to go, and we can actually start assigning the road pieces to someone that cares. Go back to that. Go back to our connection crew. There you go, there you go, there you go. That one goes in there, that one goes in there. And then, yeah, we have a couple buildings that we can get started on building. Helicopters, are you done with everything that we cared over here? It looks like you may be. Okay, not this one. Not that water pipe. Not yet. A little bit of water still needed. We don't have any power coming through. You're hoping for some water. I can give you some water. 77% of water is really all you need. What do you need? You need water purity of not 85, 55%. I'm pretty confident that we can get that out of a surface water intake, like so. Even 77% here, that should be fine. Get me a footpath to somewhere. There we go. Then get me a small water pipe, F3, so we can actually connect you to our substation here. Not substation, but that's a concrete mixer. That works, and everything's kind of assigned. This game makes it so good to be like, hey, let's build a city, and then 3 hours later you're like, hey, I think we planned a city now. And it kind of happens like that all the time. But I wouldn't want it any other way, because I think it's everything that leads up to building the city is very fun and very cool and very satisfying every single time. Rail-wise, look at that. The bridges are already done. I wouldn't be surprised if we're currently in a situation where the rail construction office is not assigned to both of these sides. But we are now. Cool. Let's just meet. It's not super important, but it's important enough. There are factory connections that we want. There are those connections that we need. Yeah, you guys are doing a fabulous job. We just have to start filling these in. Number 5. Are we even able to get workers out here? This distance. I would argue maybe not. No, I do see a couple of these roads already being done that definitely required some workers to come out here, so I guess I feel pretty confident that we can do exactly that. We just need some workers to actually be available here. Okay, how do you want to do the workers out here? Do you want to fly them in with a helicopter? Do you want to fly them in with a plane? You don't have an airport, so that's not going to happen. Do you want to... How do you want to get the workers here? Because you do need workers somehow, and it would be nice to have a steady supply. And I'm pretty sure, well, yeah, 36. That's not enough. That's not enough workers for a situation like this. I think what we're going to do is build a temporary worker setup out here. Why? Because it's not super far away from the construction zones that we will have, but it's far enough away from... Why did you build this? Has this one started yet? You have nothing. Okay. I'm looking at this and I'm like, hey, this is probably going to be the road connection to the city that's going to be built here. So don't place the distribution office there, at least. If you place it to the side a little bit, maybe that's going to be okay. You can't plop it there. Do you even need a large one, or can you just get by with a small one? If you can get by with a small one, does it fit in here? That's a great question. I would like it to just fit in here. F2, is there anything that we've built there? Yeah, there's a fuel station sitting right here. You could just demolish that and let that be it. But that's lame. That's lame. There's other things that you do that are lame. Don't worry about that one too much. Doesn't fit there, doesn't fit there, doesn't fit there. We can probably get you in somewhere else. Flip you around again. This should be fine because we do have this road connection here to do something else with later. Cool. Just spin this all the way. Spin this all the way. We want some city up here. So let's get the road up to the city. Don't know what we're going to do with it yet, but we may as well just expand or start building the city next. Don't know what we're going to build here yet, but we may as well do this. Cool. With that one there, Let's get our worker supply for this area, which means a normal bus stop with just 200 workers. Did they increase that from 100 to 200? No, they did not. The normal bus stop, 200 workers, that is probably sufficient for what we need to run here. What is the alternative? We have a bus platform, 500 and 230 workers. 230 sounds nice. You are not drive-throughable, but that's not going to stop me from actually using this. Then we need a construction office. 6 is perfect for just a couple buses that we're going to plop right behind you, because once there is any worker available, we want to get there. Let's get a couple road connections here so we can actually mosey through them. Get you connected here. That feels good. There's a fuel station there. Honestly, I'm feeling that this fuel station may just turn into a fully fledged fuel station at some point. Not today, but very soon. So these don't need extra power or anything else. Speaking of not extra power, yes, they do. Just give them a small little wind turbine, and then they will be happy for the time being. This will actually cover everything in this area for the time being, which is wonderful. Construction offices, get all of this done, please, and thank you. Rail, oh gosh, you're so close. You're so close. I'm so proud of you with how well you are doing over here. It just simply takes a little while. Which also makes me think, yep, you're getting through there, that's good. There's another one coming right there, which also makes me think is, yes, we have completed all rail construction on this end. Which means I could expand this to electrify. We could electrify this whole section, which is currently not, or I could be a little patient and let all of this stuff be constructed first, and then eventually later on I just electrify all the rail all at once. After the construction phase is over effectively, which to me feels like a better idea. But we'll see. Verified that this is drive-through. We don't currently have asphalt roads on all of these stretches, which is not ideal, but it's fine. Is there any vehicle currently heading this way? No. It is what it is. It is what it is. We do have the first construction office completely done out here, but without any materials available out in those places, I don't think it really matters what we do. What are you doing? You are burning. Okay, you have no problem with that. Wear and tear is also fine. This guy is not actually built. Not sure if that's accidental or purposeful, but that is fine. We're at 30,000 people. Wonderful. More vaccinations, please. How is vehicle production going? Vehicle production looks reasonable. We got to triple check a couple things here. Vehicle production there looks reasonable. We have a couple people coming in here. We have, what is this, forklifts starting to fill up. We have some excavators already overflowing. That's good. I would like to see some flatbeds and some oil tankers, which are not ready yet. We have a little bit of extra sitting in there. That's nice. You're full. Good. You're full. Good. Be full. Ah, not full. This one will be full again. Too bad. You can't have everything all the time. But looks like they are filling up here, and that's nice, which means our tram stations. Our tram stations generally have 2 trams back to back, which is exactly what I want. That's important. It should ensure that everyone gets transported often enough. Hospital, you're not overflowing. You, sir, are saying 14,000 people, 83% happiness, average productivity 100%. Nice average age, 29, 78. This is not perfect. Mostly educated people, that's great, and a couple children. That is all good news. The shopping centers are not overflowing, also good news. I'm assuming we probably don't have any extra parking spots available, and I'm not planning on adding any more. So that's fine. Police station, you're doing what you're supposed to do. You look fine. This one is overflowing just a little bit. Let's get you a couple extra workers. You are starting to overflow just a little bit. We can honestly just max out all of these because I don't want to keep coming back to them unless it's absolutely necessary. You look like you are starting to overflow. You, just a couple people with food problems, but I think they can solve that themselves. You are maxed out. Fire protection, good. What other buildings am I missing? You are definitely maxed out, so let's get you a couple more. No patience in front here. That is good. We also have high productivity, which is very, very helpful. We'll keep the water ones running high, because I never want to run out of that. This looks fine. What else do I need? What else do I need? Do we have workers here every once in a while on the water production wells? Yes, we do. That one was that. Wasn't there another, like, resource building somewhere out here? You are maxed out, but this looks fine. I think we're doing all the right things. I feel very confident that we're doing all the right things. What was that? Garbage containers overflowing. You don't have waste access. Okay, okay. We can fix that right here, right now. Can I give you a large one or a small one? What do we have over here? You probably have waste access. Let's triple check. Yes, you have waste access over there. Do you have waste access? You have waste access nowhere. Okay, so it's these two buildings that need waste access, which we can fix in one swift swoop, which is just right here or right here. There's one. There's another one. Group number 6, you can come out here and start building those. Beautiful. Do your thing. Trash trucks, they're not overloaded. Good. We do have a little bit of bio-waste waiting here to be moved somewhere, which... Okay. There are trucks sitting... Is it all bio-waste? Really? Bio-waste. Yes. Plastic waste. A little bit. Okay. Nothing here, and then more bio-waste. Is our bio-waste actually full, and is that the problem? No. Fertilizer is still looking fine. So we have to talk to you. You're already assigned here to load whatever you want. What I haven't told you yet is, no, you are supposed to bring bio-waste all the way down there. You just don't like it because your distribution office. Plastic waste. You're supposed to unload that there. Thank you. So that was wrong. Con waste, church, dump. Something is wrong here. There's a setup that's not quite right yet. You are... Let's just call it something. Bio-waste dump. Okay. Bio-waste dump is right here. You are set to bio-waste. Yeah, you just don't want to deliver it here. Is that a distribution office problem that they can't do it, but everyone else can? I think you are probably... No, that's hazardous waste. This is... Mixed waste? Yeah, you're picking up mixed waste while you're bringing it somewhere. The cargo station. Okay, you... I'm going to try something. I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to re-add it to the group, because I have seen that the distribution office has trouble bringing stuff out to a place that was at some point disconnected from it. I don't see it going out... Assigned distribution office, yeah, this one. I'm not seeing it going out and actually dumping those things, so... Okay. I think that means we're going to use one of our trusty dumpers. Is it this one? Yeah. You, sir, will be the lucky winner of come all the way out here. Do we have one sitting there? Yes, we do have one sitting here. Wonderful. You, sir, are the lucky winner of go here, pick up, wait until loaded, bio-waste, and drop it off here. We're not having enough bio-waste for this to be a real problem, but the distribution office doesn't like to drop off bio-waste for a fertilizer location. I think I've read that before. I think I've heard that before, and it's okay. Unemployment in the city, just curious, how many do we have? 300, 200 workers, that's one train load full, so we're doing just fine with everything that I needed to do. Again, we have a couple workers sitting there. We have the vehicle train no longer waiting ever, which is wonderful. You are probably full with about 2 million, very good. Nothing in stock there, so they are doing what they're supposed to do. No, this is all really, really good news, because that means I haven't screwed up too bad. How's it going over here? Construction offices. You're not getting this done. Okay. Construction office helicopters. Get it done, please. I need this. Okay. The city here. There's no reason to bring workers there for the nuclear power plant, but for everyone else there is a reason to bring it there. So I would like a quick access route through here. Not F3, F2. I want to see what the lay of the land is. Where would you like to go? I wouldn't mind if we have a simple crossroad like so, and then you navigate down the hill next to the power pylons. And that's fine. This one doesn't go all the way down, so don't get fooled. Drive down the pylons a little bit. This is good. No freak excavator. That is fine. We don't need this to be perfect. Then you can come down here, and can you actually... You can get a good connection there. Okay, that's fine. That's good enough. That is my road access to this thing. Okay, let's build the rest. We have 2,000 people here, which means I feel... Yeah, I'm going to plop this in as fast as I can. We'll see if 10 minutes is enough. Utilities are probably not going to be included in that. I need a bus station that can handle this. 400 workers is probably sufficient, and it has one-way access. With the one-way access, do we want to go this way? Is 400 workers actually enough? That is 2 buses full and has 2 bus stations. I think that is fine. We do need bus end stations for this to actually work. But that is a different problem that I have to solve, not the game. Cool. This is the exit. They're going to go through there. Now you're crossing this. Bad. Okay. Redesign this whole thing to see how we can actually get a bus station in here that doesn't cross itself too much. And I would actually like to use the 600 one. There's one. No. There's one. No. This would avoid crossing. Okay. It's just in a crappy place. This would still go in and would avoid crossing this way. That's not terrible. Okay, that's not terrible. Let's see. Flip you again. Yes. Okay, I would like you to go the other way, but the flipping of these things doesn't actually do exactly what you want the flipping to do, which is a little annoying. But it's not the end of the world. Okay, you come in here. Good. We need another road that kind of connects this guy now, which will be kind of curving this way down here into the main road. Okay. This is the crossroad that we have here. You will need a way to get back here. This looks really ugly. Are you seriously going to do that? No, I really don't like it. I really don't like it. Give me... I think I have a better station that doesn't have the high throughput, but in the end, I want at most two buses to actually connect to anything here. I'm going to use this bus platform. It's not great, but it will actually get us what we need. You need to go down there. You need to go down there. What it will give us is a bus can come in on this side and park and leave that side. A bus can come in on this side, leave, come back the other side. This is not drive-through. You cannot pass through this this building, which means no other vehicles should bother the buses on their journey, which is by itself also not a bad thing. Okay, then you come through here, and then there's a little mountaintop, which you can't really do much about. So let's go around the mountain and then kind of connect back into there. Cool. There's a bus station. The bus station is a thing. On top of that, we will need, what did we say, a kindergarten. You don't have a single kindergarten in the city that you already planned. That's true, but we have multiple locations where we can totally put a kindergarten with no problems, I think. So we should be fine. These guys are getting built, so I'm expecting that to work very, very soon. You know what you're not building anything of? Buses. You idiot. How many bus connectors do you need? At least 3. Okay, which of these vehicles do we no longer need? The HMAC dozer. You're not full yet. I would like you to be full before I turn you off, but that is fine. What are we doing here? That's the beat. Sure. You're not running 100% full. That is the KMZ covered. Cool. Snowplows. Are snowplows full? Snowplows are now officially full. Is there anyone parked here? Yes, you do have 4 or 5 parked right in the yard. That's okay. What's this? This is the garbage containers. We need a ton of those. More garbage containers here. It would be nice if I could mix those two together in the same production zone. But that is not a thing. I'm not going to finish that city today. I need to figure out where I'm going to get my things from. You are doing the forklifts, and they are important, and you're still doing the excavators, and they are not full yet. So I feel like there's a little more to build. Yeah, these two can continue. I could turn one of them off, but I really don't have to. But the snowplows, I feel for right now we have... How many snowplows do we have? Vehicles in storage, 40. Only 40? If it's only 40, then snowplows can't be turned off. That's not enough. Okay, make some buses. Okay, where are you going to put the buses? Excavators, no. The beat, no. The small garbage truck. Yes, the small garbage truck, we're full. Okay, small garbage truck, you are the loser. Turn you off, construction-wise. Good. Purchase a bus. And the bus that I want is this one. I like them because they go nice and fast. They're not perfect for everything that we're doing, but they're really good for the size that they give us. 45 passengers is great for construction. Oh gosh! Think, B-Ball Joe. You can't just use any bus just because you like how fast it goes. You also need to worry about the buses that you already have running in cities. And currently, the buses that we have running in cities look like this. Oh, that's a 45 bus. That's good. This is not a 45 bus. You are a 55 bus. Okay, maybe those sizes are okay. I need to have two buses. I need to have two different bus replacement systems, because for this to work, I need double buses. I need the extra long buses to actually move enough people around where this works. Where in most other cities where I only have buses for vehicle transport, it doesn't matter. And most of my... Oh, this is a mixer. That's a different one. Yeah, I also have these. I really like the 32s. I really like the small ones. You have to pick a bus. You can't just pick any bus that you want anymore. You actually have to pick the bus that's best for the situation. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, look at this. We have a lot of these red ones. I think... I need to look at the vehicle replacements. Yeah, buses are going to be a problem because we have so many different... Look at how many different ones I have. The Skoda for this one... Yes, you are nice and fast. What if I set it to no type? Will it just die? Where is the right one? You. 40 passengers, 85 kilometers per hour. You're actually a shitty bus. So, no. I want... This one or this one? 80 versus 100. Icarus 256. Yes. The 12-seater. I think the 12-seater can stay. The mini one will not stay. The mini one has to go with the 12-seater. Okay. The red one can be the red one. This one, also the red one, I think. This one, also the red one, I think. The blue one is just a little slower, so you will just turn into a red one. This is the one that I'm talking about. I need the double buses. We have total capacity actually sorting working here. 135 versus 128 versus 127 versus 129. Yeah, the Icarus 280 is the one that I want. These we have to build. I don't even know if I can put them on a flatbed, so that's a little scary, but okay. This one is fine. Microbuses, you will turn into 32-seaters. Sorry, can't do the microbuses. Then we have a few of these. Luckily, we don't have a lot of them, so it shouldn't be the end of the world, but there you go. I'm just going to have to replace all of these with the 32-seaters because... Should I have a smaller version? The L... That one can go this one and then the microbuses. Should I allow a smaller version of the buses where we do have a microbus replacement system? Because let's look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 microbuses that are all going to be replaced with the 12ers. Otherwise, we have 1, 2, 3. I like the idea of only having 3 new bus models afterwards that we need to work with. So let's do that. At some point, you also have to figure out how you're going to scrap your vehicles. Yeah. I'm scared to do that, so don't remind me. Speaking of which, what did I think I do? No, snowplows are still being produced. Which one did I kind of turn off? This one I did almost turn off. Okay. Buy the buses that you actually care about. Let's start with... This one will be soon. Start with this one, just to get started. We do need the Icarus, and we do need the 12-seater. Okay, those are the 3 bus models that we want. Then turn this one into the Icarus bus, because that's what we're going to start with. We can stop current production, random colors, because they're fun. Sure, why not? And then get these vehicles out of the way. Please and thank you. If I would allow... Yeah, this guy has to actually go really, really long distance to get the vehicles out of there, but I'm not really sure that there's an easier way. So what he has to do is get to that roundabout, go all the way down here, then drive all the way up here to pick up vehicles from there, so it just takes a long time. That's okay. That's okay. 30,000 people, 80% happiness, 83% health. Construction over here is commencing wonderfully. We are actually almost done with this stuff. This is amazing. I am very, very happy to see this. Adding a little traffic here would probably not be the end of the world, but I'd much rather get these things all done. Seeing the fuel station here just means helicopters have to come out and fix something. Obviously, this is done. That was kind of expected. Fuel station is out here. Distribution office, would you mind helping this bus office right now? Yeah, we have to produce a couple buses to make this work. Oh, I'm excited to turn this on. There is part of me that also wants to reduce the workforce that we have available here, because we have way too many trucks available, and one of them is probably this one that can just go. Let's talk to all of you and bring them here. Flatbed trucks. There's no reason for you to exist in that zone anymore. You can all come down here and be useful. We do have to set these up to only allow certain things. For example, steel. Good. And then you will be not aluminum, but prefabs. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Then you will probably be brick. Yes. Thank you. And then you will be the last one, which is boards. Don't have a board industry yet. Yeah, you're right. Eventually, we're gonna get that. Those are all here. Building without power supply. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate, but if my helicopters actually want to work on this, they can. Looks like they can't reach all the things that we would need to reach for that to actually happen, which is just the way the cookie crumbles. But helicopters, you do help immensely to make all of this work. So that one goes there. Limited amounts, for sure. What are the things that we want? We want chemicals. Yes. We want some booze. Sure. We want a lot of food. Yes. We want some clothes. Yes. We want some of this. We want some of this. No plastics. And we want some of this. What does that mean in tons? 183, 44, 73. This is a little high. Electric components 54. Clothes 37. That's a little low. Mechanical components 73 tons. No, for both of these. Electronics 28 tons. Honestly, that feels fine. That feels good. We still have a problem. We haven't really turned on this thing yet. This is where we would get all our resources from really, really quickly. But we can't do that yet. Here's the thing I'm going to do. And I may wait just for a little bit to get all of this done while you're not here. Because it's it's going to take a couple minutes. Actually, I think the rail construction office will just pick that up just fine without me having to babysit anything. So that will be done relatively quickly. We can start building the city that's out here. I am very, very impressed that we don't have any of the footpaths done, but I'm just going to allow these guys to help with footpaths and roads. So not that, not that, not that, not that, not that. Full distance, cancel all assignments, and then pick up the roads and footpaths in the area, and maybe then we get a couple things done. That'd be cool, right? Yes, it would be. Cableways. I don't think you need to replace those. I don't know if you do. Repair station. Yep, we do need a repair station, probably close to this area. Ooh. Maybe it has to replace this building. It needs to be close to this road. It needs to be close to worker access. There's a spot here. Gosh, just end the episode. You're gonna ruin it. You're gonna do something really stupid. This is a very large building, and I think it will fit really, really well right there. Because where else would it go? This is the main city. And we can get a couple other things in here. I don't know exactly what can't. Excavator. That's fine. Okay, cool. You guys look like you just parked here for no apparent reason. Can I send you home? Do I need to send you home? Who all is blocking who here? I can't tell. Go home. Are you all just trying to get to this thing? Nope. Are you the one that's blocking everything? Nope. Are you the one that's blocking everything? I really don't know. Thank you so much for watching. As you can see, there's a lot more work to do. A ton more work to do, actually. And I hope we get all of that done in the very, very near future. Why is this so hard to get you all out of the way? They're just blocking each other, and it's really frustrating me. Where are you going? You're going to this. Stop it. Okay. Bye.